Colorism. Colorism is the idea that lighter skinned minorities, or we could just say the lighter skinned you are, the more preferences and privilege, or the more preference and privilege you're given in a society. So imagine that think of all the different skin colors of humans from light to dark. And rather than kind of how we think of like Black, white, and Hispanic sort of are the what people normally call our racial groups, predominant racial groups in the US. Imagine rather that it's like we're just on this long spectrum from light to dark. And the lighter you are, the more privileges and potential power and resources that you're going to have. Statistically, when we talk about racial discrimination, colorism is bound up in that. We know from all kinds of sociological studies that darker skinned Black men get longer prison sentences, for example, than their lighter Black skinned counterparts. We know in the education setting that lighter skinned Black girls are more likely to be perceived as intelligent than darker skinned Black girls. And this is not just within, sort of the white prism. It's kind of just, it's all over the world, but here especially, it's something that all of us are sort of ingrained with subconsciously and unknowingly. And there's all sorts of articles if you look up colorism in Hollywood, and think of the most famous singers that are a member of a minority group, or Hollywood actors and actresses. The idea is that we sort of have this expectation of those who are lighter skinned that they are going to possess some kind of more desirable qualities than their darker skinned counterparts. Now, of course, we know that this is absolutely not true, and the amount of pigmentation in your skin is not at all capable. We're not able to tell anything about a person by that. However, that is sort of what colorism is all about, that on that spectrum, we judge people less harshly the lighter skinned they are. And it's based not in science. It is something else that is socially constructed.